We got a fun and easy little project we're going to do today with our truck to keep it safe.
Oh, look at you with the mom jokes.
Right? Maybe because I'm a mom.
So one of the things that we do miss quite a bit about our dually was that we had a center console safe.
Yeah, that was great. We had it in our dually, we had it in a previous truck, and that's where we put passports, our vet records, things we didn't want to lose.
Firearms.
Yeah.
Things you want locked up that you can't always have on you, but you want accessible. So having a safe in the truck is a really responsible thing to do, especially if you're RVing because you're on the road all the time.
I think it's mandatory for anyone with a vehicle. They should look at getting a center console safe. So let's go install it. It should be pretty easy, very minimal parts, and I'm really excited to see how it goes.
All right, let's go. Apologize in advance if you hear the AC. It's hotter than hell here. It's 95 degrees and we're sitting inside a black truck. The install should be really simple. We partnered with Tuffy Security Products. They make a very nice insert that goes inside your center console. I like it. It's a simple 3 code. It is all steel. It's powder coated. And as you'll notice, there's a little bit different than the last one we did. Our last one was a full enclosure. This one is just an insert that utilizes the center console. This is going to work out really well because honestly, it's just to keep honest people honest.
Yeah, and I feel like it's going to give us more room in the safe to put items.
Yeah, 100%. We'll have a lot more room. So first thing we need to do is empty the safe. Ta-da!
So there's our center console. First thing we'll do is take the rubber mat out.
The factory bolts, bolts that are down there need to come out.
So far, it's very simple to do.
Yeah, there's not much to these things.
Once you find the right screw, right? The right tool.
Yeah, you just gotta have the right tool for the job. None of these things are really that hard. That's why I just use the screwdriver with a socket on the end of it. It just makes it really quick to make adjustments and to get it in and get it out.
So here's what we're working with equipment-wise. Just a few screws. I see a couple nuts and washers and a couple little plates and bracket.
Open this up. Turn it off or just keep it running, but this is not right.
Maybe the plates.
That's not right. That's no good.
No, I agree.
Okay, turn it off.
It is day 2. And why is it day 2, Chris?
We had to get a different safe because the one that was sent to us before was for our old truck, which had a bigger safe hole or a bigger console hole. This one is the same type. It's a little rotary dial, turns and opens up. It's big hole in between. Only thing that we've had to do so far is put a little flap on right here, which I'll flip around and show you what that is.
Yeah, so that is the fill plate, and we put in 3 screws.
And that's all we've done so far, was just prep that. For the center console, it's pretty simple. We just pull these off by hand with no tools needed. There's another one right here I'll get. Those come off. Those are for the factory mount. And then these 2 screws here come out. And that's all there is for deconstruction. It's really simple. So next step for us is to put this safe in, and then we'll continue with the assembly. So we put the little fill plate on, and you'll see over here why that was important. And see.
So you got to angle it in.
Gotta get the angle of the dangle.
And real quick, so Tuffy recommends that you keep the factory screws that go in the bottom just in case you want to take the safe out at a later time, and you can just put it back to factory setting.
So this is where that fill plate comes in right here, so that nobody can access beneath the safe. So if the fill plate wasn't there, you would obviously be able to get in.
Yeah, you did. Sneak your hand in there.
So this is open. All right, so next step is that we're gonna put the mounts together. So this little bottom piece here has to open up if I didn't screw up and put it in backwards. Let's see, did I? I crisscrossed the legs. Well, you gotta watch your fingers. Be careful. So you go in at a little bit of an angle, open that up, level level that out. There we go. See, now the legs open up and get out of the way. Now there's 2 crossbars that we're going to put in.
Yeah, those are the bottom plates.
So these, I call them crossbars, but the bottom plates will connect to the bottom of the safe and then screw back into the factory mounts. That'll keep it so the safe can't be pulled out. And then keep the honest person honest. We're all about having a lockable safe in our truck. That's obviously why we reached out to Tuffy.
So this is what Chris has to do. Put those tiny little screws in the corners. I have faith in you.
Yeah, it's a tight little fit down here. Let's I'll go ahead and set these in place and give you some light. Yeah. What do you mean? They can't see in the black hole?
I want to make sure you can see in the black hole.
All right. You can.
What'd you say?
I said, all right, all right, all right.
All right is the word of the day.
It is. There you go. So now they can see how they go. We'll put the screws in, but really simple process.
Can you point out the little plate? Everything's all black in here.
That's
Perfect.
the plate. And there's another one over here, right there.
Okay.
And then we've got 6 screws to go on this. And boy, they are tiny.
4 screws.
6, because we got to put the 4 for the cross plates and then 2 to mount the safe to the floor.
We're talking about the cross plates.
Mm-hmm. She gave me a hard time, y'all.
Somebody's got to.
You're the only one that gets permission to harass me.
And I thank you. Okay, let's see how easy this is.
Sure. And to put this in perspective, y'all, I am left-handed, so this is completely backwards for me. I should be in the passenger seat.
But you're not a scrub.
What?
This song?
Oh my gosh. Somebody's a 90s baby.
You knew what the song was when I said it.
Good thing is they're small screws, so it doesn't take much to get them in. Then be real. This is to keep honest people honest.
Yeah, do not over tighten hardware.
Are you insinuating that could be me?
It's noted right here. So the bigger screws will go in the center of the hole. I don't know if it'll make it easier if you put it in now.
No.
No.
Because I need to be able to move this so that the holes line up.
Yeah.
We had to switch sides. I could not get a couple of these screws in.
He could not adult, y'all.
Oh my goodness, I couldn't. It was a mess. So I'll show you what I ended up having to do. We had to switch sides because lefty didn't work on the right hand. But I want to show you this little tool. This little thing here is exactly what you need for this. This is a Craftsman socket or ratchet, but it's made for a little bit. So I put the bit in there, and the only one we got left to do is this 4th one down here in the corner. And I'll show you why this is so important. Is I can use my thumb to push it down and then tighten it with the ratchet. Now, I didn't tighten into the other ones because I didn't know if we were going to have alignment problems. So I'll go in and do that.
So next step,
but as you can tell,
number
this tool
1.6 screws
makes this portion of the job really easy. If you don't have one, get one before you do this, or find something that you have an extremely tiny angle, because these 4 little screws, although not very long.
You're working in tight quarters.
Yes, yes we are.
With
Here.
little screws.
Now that those bleepity are in.
That's the official name.
You know, because, you know, you're not supposed to swear on YouTube, because that would be my alternative. So there's an arm here that is supposed to put tension on the lid so that when you have the lid up, of course, it doesn't slam on your hand. If I had read the directions correctly, I'd have done this before I put it in, but since I didn't, you know, it's more fun to be complicated. I have the arm here, and so there's a screw that goes through, then you've got a nylon washer and then a lock washer on the back. I'm having to use a tiny wrench, and then an Allen head to get in here and put this together. So if you do this in advance, this becomes far less complicated. But I didn't, so, you know, it is what it is. We'll get it done.
If someone wasn't rushing me, trying to read the instructions and just get to it, we wouldn't have missed that step. Just saying. Right, honey?
Whatever you say, darling. Happy wife, happy life, right, y'all? Or is this happy spouse, happy house?
All of the above.
Okay, watch your hand. A little too tight. The nice thing is that it's adjustable. So in time, it'll be able to be either tightened or loosened as needed. Much better. See, now it'll hold where I want it, but it's not miserably tight. So, word of advice, do that in advance.
Don't rush the instructions.
Oh, details, details. We're down to the last part. We have 2 long screws to secure this into the bottom. So you can see where I lined it up. You can see the hole. Nice thing is these are nice long screws, so all I have to do is drop them in. Not like those little itty bitty ones, so that's all there is to it. Put that in and secure them on the bottom. The nice thing is all these are vehicle specific, so all the screws should match up to your specific manufacturer. So if you have a Ford or a Dodge, my condolences, but you know, it'll be the right screw.
In theory, they're supposed to be the right screws of what your manufacturer uses.
So far, everything's been fine. The complications have been self-inflicted.
Okay, so let's compare screws real quick.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so show us which one's the factory.
That's the factory one, and then this is the one from Tuffy, and it's just a little Allen head. The first one went in really nice, no problems there. Go ahead and drop that in. And they line right up, like you said. The screw heads or the threads are the same, which that's nice. Never thought it'd be so much work to buy a new truck. All the stuff we have to put in here, all the accessories.
What's nice is this is kind of one and done because we had got a safe for our last truck and we left it in there and the new owners were thrilled. Reinstall the rubber mat to the bottom of the console.
Can I get a flashy light?
Yeah. Next up, reinstall the hanging folder supports by pushing them straight back in. So definitely be careful when you take them out so you can put them back in.
Yep, let's see. No problems.
Awesome.
And there's our code, y'all, 000. So the safe is in. I'm going to tighten that a little bit. I'll have to go grab a pair of pliers to tighten that up just a hair. But other than that, what's left?
That is it.
What about our code?
You told everybody 0000.
All zeros. I'm going to go grab some pliers to tighten that up while you figure out how to do the code.
The fun part, changing the combo lock to whatever 3 digits you want. Now, Chris is armed with a new tool, and it's a push pin.
Ta-da! So this is how we're going to change the lock, because leaving 000 is probably a bad idea. If you look on the side of the rotary right here, there's a hole. You take the push pin, you shove it in the hole there, and hold it in, change the code to whatever you want, and then pull the push pin out, and then rotate the lock, and it's done. But I wanted to show you because the hardest part was finding out where that was. It said beneath. We thought beneath meant beneath here.
And we're like, no! But you have to keep it on 000 while you do this process. And then, as Chris said, push pin in the hole, and then set to whatever number you want.
That's it. That's all there is to it. So overall, this is not a difficult install. We made it a little more complicated than need to because I rushed Martha. We didn't follow directions. So yeah, you know, that's us. But I want to see if this will fit back in there. So let me take my big old pile of mess here. We have thrown stuff everywhere in this truck. It is a disaster. But here's what I want to know. Yes, it fits perfectly. So the original console divider will fit directly above the safe without a problem.
Yeah, and it just rests on the lip of those side brackets. Overall, I am thrilled with this Tuffy console safe.
Yeah, Tuffy Security Products, it's awesome. The quality is really good. It's solid steel. It's powder coated. The fit and finish was perfect. All the screws lined up. Other than our self-inflicted install challenges, it was great.
Yeah, don't rush it. Read the step-by-step instructions and do all what it says, and it makes it easy.
Right.
Plus, it takes even longer when you record it.
It does, and it's really hard. That's why the truck's half in the garage and half out, because the light was killing us and we were washed out and you couldn't see anything.
No, you couldn't. All right, so what do you guys think? Do you have a truck safe?
You should.
You should. I mean, even if you're not carrying firearms, it's good for like passports, important documents, your truck warranty information.
Yeah, anything you don't want people to walk off with.
Yeah, or you misplace.
Never.
Never. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let us know what you think down below in the comments.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and set up the bell notification. It means the world to us because we want you to see all of our mistakes.
And all the cool things that we're trying out to make our life that much better.
Absolutely. What's the most important thing?
Enjoy every moment.